Well, good morning. I'm at the Western Wall. Some of you call it by mistake the Wailing Wall, and they argue with me that this is the real name. This is not the real name. The real name is or the Western Wall or the Kotel. Wailing Wall, it's a name that mostly the Christians gave to that place because the Jews are crying in here because they lost their temple, which is true. But let me see if they're crying, and we are before Shabbat. Now let's talk a little bit about what is the Western Wall. Think about, you know what, let me show it to you from there. Think about a small hill that God told the Jews to build the temple on top of it. King Solomon built it, and then later Ezra and Nehemiah built it. Small one, but King Herod liked to impress people. And he doesn't like small things. He wants to impress. The only problem is that that small hill is too small for a big Jewish temple. Then what he did, he destroyed everything that was around it. And I'm going out of the Western Wall because I wanted to see something special. He destroyed everything that was around it. And then he built 4 big walls. By that, he created an artificial plaza. Now, let me turn around, and you will see the Dome of the Rock, which is the Muslim site on top of the site of the Jewish temple. You see a little bit of it. Yeah, a little bit of it. But that used to be the Jewish temple, and what is important to understand is that the Jewish temple was between 2 to 3 times higher than the Dome of the Rock of today. Then you can imagine how big it used to be. And the Dome of the Rock is an impressive building. According to the Muslims, that is where Muhammad ascended into heaven and met God himself. Then the good thing in that matter is that that place connected to heaven, connected to God. And this is such a beautiful thing to understand. Then the wall that you see here is actually a wall that King Herod built originally. At 70 AD, the Romans destroyed the Jewish temple. Now I want you to see that the Western Wall is a big synagogue divided into 2. You can see here the women department and the men department. I sent my friend Hilana to the women department, and I have no other choice but to enter to the men's department, and that's what I'm doing. Now, one of the questions that have been asked, why the people are praying through the wall? They are not. They are praying through the house of God. Today, the house of God is occupied by the Muslims. Then most of the Jews cannot enter to the house of God, and all of them are not supposed to pray at the Temple Mount. And if we're talking about that, not including Friday and Saturday, you can actually climb up through that ugly bridge to the Temple Mount, but you cannot enter to the Dome of the Rock, and you cannot enter to Al-Aqsa Mosque if you are non-Muslims. The Muslims decided not to let you enter. Now, 7 stones from down to up is from the time of King Herod. And that's what I want you to understand. We're talking about 2,000 years old wall. Let me see who is crying here. No one. Now, the tradition to put a note between the Western Wall stones is old. But that's because we want to ask something from God or to thank God. You can be a Jew, you can be a Muslim, you can be a Christian, you can be a Buddhist, and you can always ask something from God. The minute you will put it between the Western Wall stones, it's going to be a relic. It's going to be holy. Then the Jews won't throw it to the garbage, and they won't burn it down. They will collect it, even though it actually fell to the ground. And once, or twice, or 3 times a year, they are buried those notes at Mount of Olives. Then when you are here and writing a note, don't try to hide it. First of all, they know all the hidden places. Secondly, as you can see, they collect it, but they are not going to throw it to the garbage. That side, you can see a little bit of the Jewish quarter, and the Jewish quarter looks new because it's been destroyed by the Jordanians who occupied the whole city at 1948. That place was supposed to be owned by United Nations, but as you can understand, United Nations is nothing special to roam home about. And then the Jordanians occupied it. In 1967, the Israelis came and occupied it from the Jordanians. It's not supposed to be part of Israel, wasn't supposed to be part of Palestine, which wasn't, I don't want to talk about it. Why should I destroy the beautiful video of the Western Wall? It was supposed to be owned by United Nations. The new thing is, and maybe you saw a little bit of the excavation, is that we already excavated everything beneath it. Then soon, people will be able to enter to the beneath the ground floor, and they will reach the Western Wall, and I'm sure that they will reach the street from 1st century and some other evidence that discovered lately. And I'm going to be next week, I think, in one of the special tours for tour guide, and I will visit the lower part of it as well. Then you will be able to see a lot, or at least that's what happened. Guys, that was a short video of the Western Wall. Now you know a little bit more about it, and look at the like button. Next to it there is a shape of a heart. You can actually support my channel by that, and you can write whatever you want. I will try to answer everything. Let's see the women department. And Ilana, it looks like, is still there praying. I took her. We came together from Tel Aviv by train to visit the Western Wall, and then to gossip. We have to talk. We have so many things to talk about. At the description, you will find more text about the Western Wall. And if you do have questions about it, don't hesitate. You will find there are 2 more links, Buy Me Coffee and PayPal, and you can help me via that. Guys, everyone who writes something to me and asks me something, especially via those 3 sites, everyone that will ask me to pray for him, to bless him, to write a note for him at the Western Wall, I'm doing it. Then don't feel, even though I cannot help answer PayPal, I don't know why, I will do that. Then feel free to use me for that. Then thank you very much. Bye bye. See you in my next video.